What's up, you guys? So this video I want to talk about how I lost let me double check the numbers, make sure this is right. Okay. So I lost $2,000 today trading my own capital, trading SPX. And what I want to talk about is how I'm going to bounce back from this. So the first thing I want to say is SPX is literally not for small accounts, and I trade a small account, so I am not going to be touching SPX like at all because it moves way too fast, and you literally need like precision. Like you need to be on the dot to actually make money, because even if you're just chopping around, the theta and the IV on the SPX contracts can literally drain your whole account. So if I were to do S&P, I would stick to SPY or futures MES, but SPX is literally where the big dogs play, and I am nowhere near freaking big dog because I'm trading with a small account, and it sucks, but it is what it is. And honestly, what it taught me is that I am not able to manage my risk as well as I do with QQQ, with Tesla, SPY, all these other stocks, but trading SPX alone is literally just, it's a money pit. I'm paying way too much in losses and red days to really actually try and learn it. But the downside, the truth is I can't. Like, I know, yeah, those that say that they can and can are both right, but I don't like it because it brings me the mental stress. It drains my account way quicker than I actually expected, because the days where I'm like, okay, let's manage risk trading SPX. I'm like, okay, I'm going to only risk 5% of my account. And let's say I'm trading with $5,000. I'm only going to risk 5% of my account. So that's $250. So then I go in with the SPX contracts I go in with at least 3 to 5 contracts. And in seconds, I'm already down 5% alone. And then the spreads on SPX, if you ever traded it, they move hella fast. They're like 5 to 10 cent spreads. And I trade on Robinhood, so it kind of lags. So it's like, okay, risk management is extremely hard to, like, it feels like I'm gambling because of how volatile the contracts actually are and just how fast they move, and it's just too much for me. So this month I'm down $2,200 from trading SPX, from over leveraging, from revenge trading. And it sucks to say it because let me show you guys the my stats. So like, oh my gosh, literally the first week of December I'm down nearly 3 grand, but I bounced back trading. What did I trade? I trade QQQ, took a loss on Tesla, and then I took 2 more Tesla trades. But just trading SPX alone, like, it's extremely rough because it's hard for me to actually manage risk. Like, these are 50 to 70% losses, but cutting them at 20% is too fast. Like, this is on SPY. This day, you can say it was tilt. I tilted on this day. I know, it sucks. Like, Tesla, 20% loss, $445. That's manageable. But then you have SPY and SPX. What is this day right here? Coin. Yeah, like, just SPX alone is my whole money pit. And then if I show my other months where I traded SPX, whoa. Oh, that's excluding. Okay, let's see it. Okay, so right now we're down 1,700 trading SPX. Last month, we're down 215. See, you can see an 845. And then October, we're up, we're in the green, but you know, it's still, it is what it is, because September was really bad because I had a $2,600 loss week on SPX alone. And August we only traded it once. July, yeah, it wasn't the best. So understanding that SPX is literally my biggest red flag as a trader, I'm not going to be touching it at all in 2026. And I would say, like, even if I do like scale my account, because I have a good equity curve, it goes up, 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 up. Then the second I touch SPX, everything just drops right back down to where I started literally like 3 months ago. And I'm literally in that same boat. I am back to where I started 2 months ago and gave back all of my last month's profit because I wanted to trade SPX and try to make quick cash. That's not the game. That's not why I'm here. I'm literally here to only trade Tesla and NASDAQ. Literally it. So in 2026, I want to be able to only trade those two stocks, QQQ, Tesla. I want to be able to manage my risk accordingly onto every trade. I want to make sure I base my trades only on not only the setup on like confluences, but I also want to base them on how well I actually manage my risks, because I'm noticing also my average win and my average loss are quite, they're in the same boat. They're like, it's like a 1 to 2, sometimes 3, but a lot of the times it'll be like a 1.5. So it's like a 1 to 1.5 to 2. And then like on like really good days, it will be a 1.3 or 1 to 3. Today, I think today on Tesla, I hit a 1 to 3. Let me show you. So today on Tesla, I had a 1 to 3R. It's right here. Morning open, right here. V-shape, inverse fair value gap. And then there was actually a fair value gap around, where is it at? The 56 mark. There's actually a fair value gap right here within this, but it doesn't show in TradingView, but it actually shows on other charting platforms. So I was looking at that, and that's where I got my entry. I entered right back in once we tapped into that, and then I sold right here at the low. 1 to 3, I risked, let's remove this from that. I risked $1,100 to make 23%, which is 331. Not bad. It was a small day, but the original trade that I actually wanted to take were these shorts into the morning open on QQQ. Simply just a straight pullback into a fair value gap, but I didn't get it. It wasn't really, it was kind of scary, so I decided to back off and actually not even look at it, not even touch it, because my whole focus was on Tesla. So one of the other biggest goals that I really want to hit for 2026 is scaling my small account from anywhere of like $2,000 to $5,000. I want to be able to scale that into $10,000 to $25,000. And the way that I'm going to do that is literally only sticking to 2 stocks, managing risk is how I will determine how good of a trader I really am, because win big, lose small is literally what makes you profitable. It's not buy low, sell high. It's making sure your red days are smaller than your green days. But literally December, the first week, I decided to lose all sense, boom, whatever, and lose damn near about $3,000 because I lost the plot. But 2026, my whole goal is to scale my 2K account into $10,000 to $20,000. And it's honestly not a lot of money, but when you're in the game of money and like your points is literally your equity, it's kind of hard. Like, don't get me wrong, especially like coming from a small account, I have yet to reach the 10K threshold, like in general, but that's like my biggest goal, is to just scale a live account into $10,000. And I know I can do it because the most I've ever like gotten it to was about $8,800, if I'm not mistaken. It's about $8,800. But then I lost it all because I thought, you know, once I got profitable, like that just became that, like it was like some trophy that was handed to me. But then I realized it's honestly who you are. So it's like profitability isn't something you get, it's something you become. And noticing my red flags, my drainages, like as a trader, like even just noticing that SPX alone holds all my biggest losses is how I'm gonna scale. Like it's how I'm gonna build my equity. It's how I'm gonna be that trader that I really want to be. So I decided to make this video because it's time, and I want to start making more content. I want to start posting more trading videos and just seeing my own growth, because time to time I look back at it and be like, damn, like imagine if I was as consistent on YouTube as I was or as I am with trading, because I've been like, I literally trade like every day. Time to time I take like 2 or 3 days off in the week, but like I'm literally sitting on my computer every day. So it's like, why can't I just press record, just be consistent with this and while I'm doing that? So I hope you guys like my 2026 goals, some of the red flags and the slippages that I've came across this month alone. I have a good feeling I'm gonna bounce back. Like, let's see, $2,200, and I have 5, 8, 9, wait, 4, 5, 3. I have like 13 days left as like in the month, and I can at least, you know, get back to break even. But I don't know about being in the green unless I hit like a major home run, or like I see like a crazy good like 0 DTE Friday setup on Tesla. But we'll see. I mean, we still have 2026, so I'm not trying to rush whatsoever. I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your guys's, you know, like slippages as a trader. Tell me what you guys struggle with, because right now I'm struggling with the stocks, like picking my stocks and risk management. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.